Hi lovelies, Dima here. Welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Please keep on watching and ensure you watch this video to the end. I'll be using Cantu Shield heat protectant and then my blow dryer for blow drying my hair. I'll first of all start off with blow drying my hair, and I'll be making use of my white tooth comb, a pair of hair shears. Please, this video is not sponsored. I just want to trim my hair on camera and then show you guys how I do this, because since I started this channel I've been getting requests from you all. A good number of you requested that I do this, so I want to do this on camera. Normally I would have gone to the salon, but I just want to do it and show you guys how it's done. Just for this video not to be lengthy, I did that off camera. I actually blew out my hair using Cantu heat protectant and then my blow dryer. I did that off camera before coming here for the proper trim. So the reason why I blew my hair out is just for me to get the actual length, and also for me to know what I'm trimming off, the actual part that I'm supposed to trim off. That's just basically it. But if you cannot use heat on your hair, go ahead and use African threading method to do this. But the reason why I used heat is because I have heat protectant and my hair is well protected from heat damage. That's why. So I'm going to be using my pair of scissors to cut off that section, and then that's basically it. And if I comb out and I see some parts still tapered or rough, I'm actually going to trim that off as well. Since returning natural January 2017, I've always been on a trim routine every 3 months. This year made me 4 years of being natural, 4 freaking whole years of wearing my crown in its natural state with no form of chemical relaxers or texturizers, as most people fondly call it. For the period of 4 years, I've always done this in the salon, but I noticed that they usually chop off more than required, so I decided to do this myself and document for you all to see. Please give this video a thumbs up already, and also subscribe if you haven't done so. If you have been following me on Instagram, you will know this by now that I love my ends even. I love my ends blunt and not tapered. I love blunt ends. I love my hair looking blunt and equal at the tips, so I can't stand tapered ends. So that's why I love to trim. I trim often. I know that's not healthy, but I just love to trim often. And then I noticed that my hair actually grows back due to a lot of things that I put in my hair, and also the hard work that I put in my hair just to grow it fast. So I trim nothing less than 4 times a year. I'm all about health over length. When hair is healthy, it grows and retains all the length grown. I don't know if that makes sense. My tip to you: stop holding on to those weak ends and tapered ends. Trim them off and say goodbye to them. They are the reason for your excessive shedding, breakage, and unnecessary single strand knots. So you just have to let go. The reason why most of you complain of shedding a lot, the major reason is lack of trim. You can see somebody wearing her hair all through the year without trimming. For 2 years, 3 years, someone haven't trimmed her hair. So how do you expect your hair not to shed? If you have been shying away from trimming your hair, today is the day that you need to stop. For many years of being relaxed, I didn't believe that trimming your hair had any benefit at all. In fact, I'm going to be real with you here, because that's what I'm all about. I thought that people who trim their hair were just being extra. They just wanted to do it because their hairdresser told them to do so, but not because they needed to. I especially didn't think that black women needed to get their hair trimmed. Little did I know how wrong I was. There are serious benefits of trimming hair, which I will go through in just a moment. When you trim the ends of your hair, you are essentially getting rid of some of the damages that your hair can experience through the day-to-day activities. Trimming your hair is also known as dusting the ends of your hair because you are getting rid of all the parts that could be damaged. There are varied opinions on how often you should trim your hair. A lot of that decision should be based on your personal circumstances. Just like I told you that I love seeing my ends blunt. For example, if you tend to do a lot of things with your hair, then it is likely that you would need to trim more often. The more you get to know your hair, the easier it will be to see when you are due for a trim. If you're new to trimming, then as a guide, it is a good idea to trim your hair every 4 to 6 months. If you want to wait a little longer, then I would suggest that you are extremely careful with your hair and keep manipulation to a minimum. What trimming basically does is to give that illusion that your hair is much fuller than what it actually is. The misconception that a lot of people have is that trimming your hair will make it grow faster. That is simply just not true. Trimming your hair does not make it grow faster, but what it does is to help promote healthy hair growth. If you feel that the ends of your hair are looking a little bit raggedy and not lifelike, then it's quite possible that you could be due for a trim. If there is one important thing that I can tell you about trimming your hair, it is that you should always make sure that you use proper professional scissors that are specifically made for hair cutting, just like this pair of hair shears that I'm using here. If you try to trim your hair with regular scissors, you will get split ends as they are not made for trimming. Get a pair of hair shears like so if you feel that you would like to trim your hair at home. So here are a few benefits of trimming your hair. Great for growth. Trimming your hair may seem counterproductive if you are trying to build length, but I can assure you that it is not. The benefits of trimming hair are immense. When you trim your hair, you are taking away the parts of your hair that are doing more damage than good. This gives way to the ability for healthy hair to begin to grow. If you have been struggling to maintain growth, trimming could make a very big difference to you. Trimming promotes healthy hair. Healthy hair is a must if you want something to be proud of. It is completely pointless having long hair if when people look at it, it looks fried and frizzled, if that's even a word. You need to keep your hair in the best possible condition by trimming it regularly. Trimming gets rid of split ends. Split ends are everyone's enemy. No one likes them. When you start to get split ends, there is no way that you can repair them. If you think that by just being more gentle with split ends, they won't get any worse, that is not true. Split ends travel. The only way to stop split ends traveling and making things worse is to trim it off. This is why regular trimming should be a necessary part of your hair regimen. Trimming gets rid of swollen ends. Have you ever seen a person that has swollen looking ends? Well, that shows damage. You need to trim it off. Trimming makes hair look thicker. Once you start to trim your hair, you will immediately see the positive effects on your hair. Your hair will look much thicker and healthier from root to tip. Trimming prevents single strand knots. Single strand knots can be a bit of a nightmare for those of us with curly natural hair. This is because the strands of our hair tend to twist and tangle around each other. There is not really a whole lot that you can do to prevent it. Keeping your hair in a stretch out state can help to reduce the effect, but you might not always want to hair stretched. The reason that single strand knots are a problem is that they cause more tangles as other hairs get caught up in them as well. Hair that has been naturally shedding can also get caught up, causing you a lot more unnecessary breakage. Trimming makes detangling much easier. Having to detangle your hair is a process all on its own, but that process is made much more difficult when you are faced with having ends that are not in good shape. You will likely have to manage split ends, breakage, and all sorts. This is why the benefits of trimming hair are so huge compared to not trimming at all. Trimming your hair regularly can cut down on the time it takes to detangle. Trimming keeps hair looking good. There is overall goodness in trimming your hair. If you have ever wondered why when some people style their hair, it looks like they just stepped out from the salon, it is probably because they have taken the time to keep up with regular trimming. So this is how much hair I lost to trimming. Please let me know in the comments if you have ever trimmed your hair before and what's your routine like. Like I said in the beginning part of this video that I trim my hair every 3 months. Let me also know how many of you that trim their hair every 3 months or 6 months or 4 months. Please put it down in the comment section below and I would love to read your comments. Yeah, that's basically it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you for always returning to watch my video. The love these days is amazing. Like, I can't thank you all enough. Thank you for keeping me here on YouTube. I really appreciate each and every one of you and I so much love you. Each and every one of you is important to me. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please hit that red subscribe button down below. Please subscribe and be a part of this family. Thumbs up this video if you do love it, and I will see you in my next video by God's grace. Lastly, please do not forget to share this video with your friends. See you soon by God's grace. Bye.